Hey, welcome to Graphic Policy Television, GPTV. I'm Brett, and my hands is Vanity #2, a really intriguing comic. This is one I've been looking forward to for quite some time since I read the debut. So this is a biopic, a biography, a biographic comic about the Blood Countess Elizabeth Bathory. This kind of focuses on her teenage years as she, I would say, begins to kind of assert herself after some abuse and issues. It's a really fascinating issue. And so for those who don't know, she was a real-life person and is believed to be one of the most prolific serial killers in history, focusing on women and children. From what I remember, reading, looking this up after the first issue, mostly focusing on women and children. She just was brutal. So think all that stuff you hear about Vlad Tempest, Vlad Impaler, and all that stuff, which is very much based on reality. She was kind of right up in there with the body count. So this is it's an interesting issue. She's married off, lots of issues with the husband, and I don't want to really spoil what happens, but there's a lot of abuse towards her. But at the end of the issues, she really kind of, I think, starts taking charge, and you can kind of begin to see the shift where she's gone from kind of being abused and kicked around and all that to being the one who is going to be the abuser. It's really interesting, a really fascinating history, and I think this is a pretty cool comic because of that. So it's written by Jurii, Kirnev, art by Natalia Tsarevnikova. Sorry. Really apologize for butchering those names. The art is, I think, really interesting, really cool. It fits this, I don't know quite how to describe it. It fits the grittiness of the story. Here she's having an affair where she winds up getting pregnant, and we're just going to kind of leave it at that. The comic is brutal. There's some graphic stuff that happens in this, but it's fascinating. It's a really interesting history. I knew none of this, and now I can't wait for I can't wait for the next issue because I want to see what happens. I want to know this history. I want to see this interpretation of what was up. If you are a fan of history, definitely check this out. I think it's a really cool use of comics to teach us about our history. The art's fantastic. The story's really intriguing, and this is something I've never heard about before. It's very unique in that way. So you can go get this in comic shops now. We have a link beneath this video. Put in your zip code to tell if a comic shop's near you. No shop, no problem. We do have some links where you could probably purchase your own. There'll be affiliate links, so we do get a small percentage by doing that. You'll support our site, so thank you. And speaking of support, just watching our video support us, so thank you for that. If you are into comics, you can check us out every single day at graphicpolicy.com. We're on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Tumblr, Instagram, TikTok, all at Graphic Policy, keeping it nice and consistent. Until next time, keep reading those comics, and keep it geeky. Hey, thanks for watching the previous video from Graphic Policy Television. Just by watching, you help support our site. Thank you so much. Now, if you're watching these videos, you probably care about geeky things like movies, television, comic books, toys, games, video games, you name it. You can go and subscribe right now to our YouTube channel to stay in touch and catch all the new videos, or check out our website at graphicpolicy.com. There's a nice link on this end of the video. But as always, thank you for watching. Keep on rocking and keep it geeky.